Hello. What's up? Hello, Ricardo. You are in fact first. Congratulations, you did it. Hi. What's up? We're doing yet another Autobuild Judgment Day guide, build, review, whatever you want to call it. We're doing the thing. And then, depending on how much time we got after, we'll do some more unfair speedrun stuff. I got a build sent to me by Dwango, who, if you don't know who that is, he is basically the guy that's responsible for the current route for the any percent Kingmaker speedrun. So yeah, I'm gonna be trying that out, taking a look at that once we get done with these, if we have time. If we have time. So we have Crimson Fury here, which we did last week, so we're not looking at him. But we do have Ellert, the Ranger, and his friend Leopard. We have Lash, the Cleric, and we have Scatvi, the what's her fucking face? What is her class? Cleric. That's the one. So yeah, we got these three that we're gonna look at, and then we're gonna go from there. So, Mr. Rangerman, let's take a look at what he's got so far. So we're already all the way up to level 17. We have skill focus perception. All right. Does he actually have points in perception? Let's find out. He does actually, in fact, have points in perception. So he has a leg up on all of the bards that we've seen in both games. Point blank shot. Good. As a ranger, it's kind of a requisite. And then we have favorite enemy, Faye. So I'm actually just going to go through the favorite enemies real quick. Share to Discord some stuff that may help you. I did see that. I did see those as well. I think those are going to most likely be too far out of the way. The robe we might be able to pick up. I don't know what the requisites are for it to show up in the salesman's inventory. Because I checked yesterday. I actually ran into the salesman and I looked at his inventory and he did not have it. So I don't know if it's you have to run into him in a certain area on the map or at a certain point in time, like during a specific chapter or what. But he did not have it when I checked him yesterday. Well, hello, kitty cat. You gonna come over and say hi? During Mordecai's arc? Interesting. So it might be a chapter 4 specific one. We'll have to take a look at that. Because obviously we can't force the skeletal salesman to show up. I usually see him at least a few times throughout a run, but it's not going to be a consistent thing in the run. Hello, Igloo, Dr. Pepper, good drink. It is the best soda, that's for sure. I'm trying to drink a bit less of it because yeah. But yeah, if I am going to have a soda, Dr. Pepper is definitely the one that but yeah, let's take a look at all of the favored enemies that we get. So we start with Fae, and then we also have humans. And then we boost Fae, and then we have giant humanoids, magical beasts, and then we boost Fae again. And then we don't have this one chosen yet. Okay, so I do like that he keeps boosting Fae. That's really good, obviously. With Coke straight from a fountain. Oh, fountain sodas are definitely the best kind of soda, regardless of which type you're getting. Fountain soda is going to be the superior version. Way better than out of a can or out of a bottle for sure. So these are good. These are good. These are good. I would prefer, obviously, for this to also be Fae because, uh, there is the troll in here, that giant humanoid will help with. Buddy, demanding all the attention right now. Huh? Hey, Taco Master, how you doing? Um, so there is a point to having the giant humanoid favorite enemy. The actual human favorite enemy, I kind of hate because I don't think that there's any. I don't think that there's any just normal humans in here. I'm trying to think. Oh, there's also the actual giant. Seems like a +6 dex con belt. Looks that way. Yeah, +6 dex con. Am I that late? No. So all of these characters start at level 17. They all start at level 17. We just started looking through it. You are not that late, Taco. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any humans at all in the House at the Edge of Time. Are there any? Are there any? I didn't think so. I'm like, there's ghosts, there's constructs, there's Fae, obviously. There's a couple of giants. There's the hag, there's the wriggling man, there's swarms. No humans. No humans at all. So yeah, I kind of hate this. This is kind of stupid. It's kind of a waste. Because like you could, like I said, I just went through a whole list. You could have undead here, and that wouldn't be a terrible idea because there's a lot of undead in the basement. Um, you could have constructs because there's a few constructs here. You could have vermin. Actually, are mandragores considered plants or vermin? Because the mandragora swarms are fucking rough. They are fucking rough. Although I guess he would not really be the person to fight those guys, right? Hey, Igor. Good evening. How you doing? So I guess probably going for the, targeting the mandragora swarms probably not the best idea here because they're not going to be that great, or he's not going to be that great at them, right? You're going to be wanting to hit them with, uh, like some kind of AOE. Magical beast. I'm also not sure. Are there any magical beasts in here either? Like these two right here, magical beasts and humans. I think these are wasted. I think these are wasted. I know this is wasted. I think this one's wasted. Because I don't think there's any magical beasts in here. If there are, again, if there is, they're so few and far between that I can't remember them, right? I mean, honestly, like, if you were to take monstrous humanoid, because I feel like the hag and the wriggling man are both considered monstrous humanoids. I would think that it would be better to have undead and monstrous humanoid as two of your favorite enemies. Um, for the house. I'm also trying to remember. Oh well, okay. Wait. Let's think past the house at the edge of time, because a lot of people their playthrough does not end here, right? And there are humans and magical beasts on the way to the Lantern King, so that's actually not that bad. I was being a little bit too specific with what I was thinking about. If we think about the rest of the game, I think this is actually fine. Yeah, no, I think this is fine. I think this is fine. Because you got all the humans that are at like Oleg's, and like there's a lot of humans in that chapter. And there's also quite a few magic. Yeah. No. Actually, I'm fine with this. I've reversed my decision on this. I think all of these are fine. I still think that all of the boosts should be Fey, because the Lantern King is also considered a Fey, right? Actually, let me look him up real quick. Lantern King, Kingmaker. You are considered Fey, right? Race, eldest. Yeah, level 10 Fey. 10 Fey. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, he's an outsider. Click on eldest. Huh. He has 3 forms. Yeah. I'm looking through. So like Lantern King Remus, level 10 Fey, level 20 Monk. Lantern King Old Gnome, level 20 Bard, level 10 Fey. Horned Hunter, level 20 Fighter, level 10 Fey. Interesting. The Horned Hunter is considered a fighter, not a ranger. Interesting. And then just the Lantern King himself, a level 40 Fey. Yeah. So he's definitely Fey. So this actually boosts up against him. So yeah, the stream is dying. Oh fucking hell! That's this shit again. Uh, um, let's see. Is there another? Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right. So Lantern King is definitely a Fae. He's definitely a Fae. Um, does Outsider? Are you waiting? Apparently not right now. My bitrate is 400 because goddamn is Spectrum just the best carrier of internet stuff in general. But what's up, Spartan? How you doing? All right, so let's take a look at what else we choose here. We got forest, highlands, and plains. No first world. Hey, Debuff, what's up? How you doing? How's it going? Now we get the animal companion leopard. Okay. And then these are not actual choices. Okay. Uh all right. It looks like it should be. Yeah, there we go. We're back in the green. We're back in the green. All right. Hello everybody. Spartan, Debuff. How y'all doing? Welcome in. Um all right. So, just in case it didn't come through because my internet was being wonky. So, we got favorite terrain forest, highlands, and plains so far. The fact that we don't if this is not first world, if this one right here is not first world, I'm going to be very upset. Because there's no reason for it to not be first world, right? Final Fantasy 14, while we wait for the new expansion, I know nothing about that game whatsoever. uh the only things that I know about Final Fantasy 14 is that it originally was one of the worst games of all time, to the point where they nuked the entire game and remade it from the ground up. Apparently it's a lot better now, which isn't a high bar to clear, but apparently it's like a legitimate good game now. But that's basically all I know about it. um so yeah, favorite terrain is fine, I guess. You do run into these areas, as you go through the final chapter. Um, played it when it first released. Ooh, I'm sorry. But the fact that how am I gonna cast Fireball in this build? Well, we don't. Rangers aren't that good at that. Like be fun and stuff, right? All right, so let's finally go through the feats. We've gone through the favorite enemies, the favorite terrain, all the other choices. Let's go through the feats. So we looked at level 1. We got skill, focus, perception, and point blank shot. We then followed up with precise shot, rapid shot, deadly aim, point blank master. Wait. Does many shot have a... Okay, there it is. I was about to say, does many shot have a BAB or BAB named it Realm Reborn? Yeah. Well, yeah, because Bahamut blew up the old one, right? That's what happened. Like, Bahamut used, like, Terra Flare or Zeta Flare and fucking blew up the universe. And so they just started it over. Well, wait, no. These ignore prereqs. All of these ignore prereqs. So I'm interested... Well, I guess it doesn't matter, right? Because it starts at level 17. So the order in which all of these are taken don't really matter because he just starts with all of this. So yeah, point blank master, clustered shots, improved critical longbow, that's fine. Many shot, weapon focus longbow, that's also fine. Critical focus, I don't like that one that much. Skill focus lore nature. Staggering critical. Hammer the gap, god damn it. Okay. These 3 here, I'm not a huge fan of. Going over hammer the gap ad nauseum. So I'm not a fan of this one. Also, I've mentioned it multiple times. I do not like focusing entirely this hard on critical hits on a longbow. Because it's only a 10%. Blew up the moon, actually. And he did it with mind control. Wait, what? No. I've seen the cutscene. He definitely just fucking fires a laser at it. That's not mind control. Where's my toughness? We have 1 more chance. Well, 2 more, technically. Although I don't think the combat stealth feat includes toughness. Here's another thing that we're missing. Where's our boon companion? Where's our boon companion? Why are we just leaving the leopard in the dust? Owlcat? You have two animals in your name, Owlcat. You should take better care of your animal companions in your builds. Wrong. Yeah. You'd literally get rid of... I mean, Hammer the Gap is fucking trash, so just get rid of this and get Boon Companion. Meant the blowing up the moon part? Oh, okay. Skill focus stealth and underground. All right, so we didn't take... God damn it. We didn't take first... What's the animal's name? Leopard. No animal... Yeah, you don't get to name your animal companions in Kingmaker. The only one that gets one is Akbo. Kukundio's pet. And that's only if you do his companion. Otherwise, he's just dog. So yeah, favorite terrain underground is fucking garbage. We kind of need first world. Considering the fact that both of the final bosses are fought in an area that's... Well, actually, wait. Is the Lantern King fought in first world or urban? Because obviously he's fought in, like, the main hall. I have not played Rogue Trader, no. I don't really have that much interest in Warhammer. It's never been something that caught my eye. So I just never really picked it up. Only gives you initiative, pretty much. Yeah, but initiative is also really good. initiative is really, really good. Um, perception, lore nature, and stealth as well. All things, by the way, all things that he has taken skill focus in. We have skill focus lore nature here. We have skill focus stealth here, and we have skill focus perception here. But yeah, not taking first world here or urban. Like literally, like the two possibilities for the Lantern King fight is first world and urban. I'm not sure how that map is actually coded. It could be either of them. Also helps with some spells the Ranger can use, some community spells. I don't actually remember what those spells do. We can take a look at them though. So yeah, the fact that they've dodged both of the final boss zone terrains is really kind of fucking terrible. Um skill focus stealth is also like what I mean improved precise shot would be good. Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised that they didn't take improved precise shot. Check his spells. Yeah, I will in a minute. I will in a second. So here's actually we have not looked at this. So we've got 14 strength, 29 dex. We take 6 away from that, and that's 23. We take 4 away from that, and that's 19. So he actually did basically max out his dex, and we're gonna end at an even number. Even more. The spaghetti owl code is real. Oh my god. Yeah, that's I mean, that's the whole thing with Mordecai's tomb, right? Isn't his like fucking forest or some shit? So yeah, we'll actually end on an even number for Dex, which is really nice. Unless he's doing something weird like, oh, I'm gonna put my last point in charisma. Con of 18. Jesus. Oh yeah, that's so it was 12 before the belt. Okay, that's more reasonable. And then only a +4 helmet. Interesting. So he's got a +6 belt, only a +4 helmet. Oh, here's the thing that we've been doing. Is he actually damn it, I forgot to do it again. Point by calculator. Alright. I'm gonna actually remember to fucking bookmark this page. Uh so he is human, right? Because he's got he's half elf. But that's basically just means that he's human. In terms of yeah, stats. Actually looks like a 20 point play. Probably racial trait. Dex. So we got 19 here. We got 14 on here. We got 12 here. And we got 12 here. Right? Wait a second. 12. Wait. No. It was 17 here. We are doing the auto build Spartan. Pretty decently min-maxed. Usually a 20 point buy is acceptable to start with a 17 in your main stat. He went the extra mile for that sweet 18. Yeah, or 19. Yeah. So wait. Let me just double check. So we got 14 strength, yeah. We got 17 dex plus the 2, so 19. Um we had a 12 here, yep. 10 intelligence. 12 wisdom and 8. That's where it is. Yep. Yeah, just a basic 20-point buy. Ah, Ricardo, you say this. You say he's a mercenary, so he's going to be 20. However, we have seen plenty of examples of companions lying and breaking those rules. So, Asian Agent from the second and third Ant-Man movie? Those aren't real. There's no second and third Ant-Man movie. Those aren't real. There's definitely not a third one. Um, F again? Fuck off. Ah. No, my internet's fine. Everything over here is fine. While we look at this, where are the camouflage? Here we go. Functions of the chameleon strike. Oh, fucking hell. Fade in the background, and you're not. While you're not truly invisible, you are hard to pinpoint due to your translucent state. While under the effects of the spell, +4 bonus on stealth, have concealment from creatures more than 5 feet away. Attacks have a 20% miss chance. Okay, so that doesn't have anything to do with doesn't have anything to do with favored terrain. This does not do anything for that. Longstrider, maybe? Longstrider is a level 1. Nope. It's just a movement speed boost, which isn't bad. Wait. No, it's an enhancement base. Enhancement does not stack with haste or most other speed boosts. I'm not seeing any other spells that are ranger specific, and there's not going to be like Magic Fang Greater isn't going to have anything to do with that. Okay. All right. So we're just kind of chilling while we wait for the internet to fix itself. You know what? While we do this, I could talk about something completely unrelated to Pathfinder for a bit until my internet fixes itself. So earlier this week, I was just, dicking around on YouTube while I was at work. Default Cleric Companion of the Barnhole DLC. Yep. And I found out that a movie that I have not seen since I was 18 years old is on YouTube Movies for free, or at least free for me. I have YouTube Premium or whatever the fuck, the one where you don't get ads and you can listen to it on your phone with your phone being in while not having it on the screen specifically, right? Because fucking YouTube charges for that. It's so bullshit, but I use it too much to not pay for it. Anyway, the movie in question is Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. Now, I watched that movie when I was, 17 and 18 because it came out in 2005. So I was like, I graduated, for reference, I graduated in 2006 from high school. So I was like 17, maybe even 16 when it came out. Because my birthday's kind of late in, well, no, it's like halfway through. It's in May. It's actually coming up here in about a month. But anyway, back when I first watched this movie, I had never played Final Fantasy VII. In fact, the only Final Fantasy that I played were 9 and 10. So I had no idea what the story for Final Fantasy VII was when I watched the movie. So a lot of the story kind of just went over my head, and I basically only watched the movie for the fight scenes. And so I was like, I saw it on YouTube, and I'm like, holy fuck, I can't believe they have the entire movie on YouTube. But they have a lot of movies on YouTube. Um, any the spells that use favorite train were implemented by Owlcat. Yeah, it seems to be that's the case. Seems to be that's the case. Yeah. So I rewatched the movie while I was at work earlier this week, and I was fully expecting this movie to be cringy as fuck. Because all I remember was there's a fight scene with summoned Bahamut in the city. The final fight with Sephiroth. And the fight scene that they had on motorcycles. Fucking hell, I thought that we were going to be... We had the boost up to 20,000 bitrate. I thought we were going to stabilize. Is the YouTube chat that's lagging a few minutes behind? Okay. It seems to have gone to shit again. We will see. We will see. I'm just going to continue talking about the movie. But yeah, I thought it was going to be like super fucking like try hard, emo, cringy shit. I actually think the movie's pretty damn unironically good. I actually really think that Final Fantasy Advent Children is like a good movie. I enjoyed it quite a bit watching it. The fight scenes actually kind of hold up. The animation is incredible, especially for 2005. And yeah, I would recommend checking it out, especially if you're a fan of Final Fantasy VII. I think it's quite good. And now that I've actually played Final Fantasy VII and I know a lot of the things that happen in that game, I kind of I understood it better, like the actual story. Because like when I was a kid, I was like, I don't fucking care with these boring ass let's talk to each other scenes. I don't care. Let's get back to the fights. You know, I was that kind of fucker. But yeah, rewatching it this week, I was like, you know what? There's actually something here that's not god awful. So yeah, if you have YouTube Premium, I would recommend checking out Final Fantasy Advent Children. It's a fun time. I think it's only like an hour and a half too, so it's like not a super long movie. I was really fucking hoping that talking about that movie, because I don't want to go too in depth. Oh wait, we're back up. We're hyper boosted on the bit rate now. We're at 15,000, 16,000, 19,000, 23,000. So it might stabilize here in a moment. I'm hoping that it stabilizes here in a moment. And then we can actually get something done. That would be nice. Once I see green, we will get back to the build. Once I see green, we'll get back to the build. Never mind, back down to 700. Fucking goddamn it. Yeah, let's just have a 25% fucking frame drop. That's cool. I'm so happy about that. We're not quite at 25. We're at 23.5% of my frames for this particular stream completely just dropped because my internet has just decided to be absolutely fucking useless today. All right. I guess we just go. I guess fucking Christ. As soon as I say that, it drops to 0. It drops to literally 0 as soon as I say, let's just do this. Like, All right. Let me... Troubleshooting couldn't identify the problem. Oh, thank you so very much for that helpful nonsense. Oh, is that what that is? Okay. Well, I just learned what streamer mode actually does in Discord. Um, oh. Let's actually not have Discord up. No, I said let's not have Discord up. Fucking hell. Because I should be doing this instead. There we go. Now it actually just won't show up. Okay. So, all right, we're gonna go. We're gonna go. We're gonna go. We're gonna continue. We're gonna continue onwards. We're gonna push through this. Hopefully the internet stops shitting itself shortly. So, okay. We went through the ability scores. Next thing up is we look at the skills, right? Athletics, 18. So we got athletics, stealth, lore, nature, perception. So we have skill focus in 3 out of the 4 skills that we have. Hey, we're finally back in the green. We're finally back in the green. So for at least the next 5 seconds, we'll actually have a smooth stream. It'll be nice. It'll be very nice. So yeah. Cool, great. We did it. We did it. We did it. Spells, yes, as was mentioned by Igor. Oh, excuse me. The spells that use favorite terrain, not in this game. It is unfortunate, but that is the case. We get improved quarry, and hey, there's toughness. Judging your channels with cute dog icons, that is fine. That is fine. So we made sure that we get an extra 19 health. Or my servers, look, it's not my server. It's not my server. This is Spectrum being the absolute fucking best internet service provider that's ever existed without any issues whatsoever. So yeah, we got toughness at level 19, so that's cool. Let's just leave our fucking animal companion back at level like 12. Why would we care about that? Yeah, it's literally the only recommended feat. It's the only recommended feat. And Owlcat skips it because fuck it, I guess. It's the dumbest. This is really fucking frustrating to me. This is incredibly fucking frustrating to me. By the way, I didn't even really talk about this, but staggering critical is also the worst critical feat that you could fucking take as well. That's just fucking garbage. My internet sucks balls. It's not my fault. I literally have the best package that I can have in my area for internet. I have the best possible package. Implemented animal companions in the tabletop way, so animal companions levels always lag behind one way or another. Wait, animal companions don't lag behind in tabletop? They level up when you do. Owlcat did some fucky stuff in this one. Wait, there's not some weird XP thing. Wait, Pathfinder animal companion. It just levels up when you do, right? I don't need a list of all the different ones. Like, the hit die don't progress at a 1-to-1 level. But that's not their level. That's just their hit die. Like, they get all the way up to level 20. It's just they only get 16 hit die. Wait. I've never actually looked at this. I don't think I've ever actually, like, looked at this in detail. So yeah, the hit die, so here, let me damn it, I literally just did this. All new numeric values also only improve when their hit die change. That's not true. That's not true at all. So this is the table that we have. Wait, is it? Wait. This is the weirdest thing that I've ever seen. Why would they do this? Yeah, no, you're actually incredible. You're actually right. You're actually right. I was just misreading. I've never actually noticed this. Yeah. These are identical. Level 18 and 19 are identical. What the fuck? That's so stupid. Why would you do that? Why would you make it harder to keep track of this shit? Owlcat, what the fuck? Stupid throwback to yield D&D? Maybe. Wow. I never noticed that this was just the way that it was in tabletop. Granted, I think the highest level that I ever got to with a character that has an animal companion is level 7. And despite the fact that the hit die doesn't increase at level 7, most of the animal companions grow in size at level 7. Yeah, they're the animal companions, just level up when you do, which fucking makes sense that they would be the same. Whatever. It's fine. Yeah, so like looks like level 2 and 3, and I don't think so. Here's the fun thing. I actually retrained into a character that had an animal companion. I did not start, so I started that character as a ranger, and I retrained him into a druid at like level 3, I think. um so I didn't really ever run into the whole your stats just don't progress at all thing, because I just looked it up at level 3 and just went down. And then, like I said, at level 7, yeah, your stat, like, none of these progress, but your animal companion grows one size category, and that changes a whole bunch of stuff, and it gets a new ability and all that stuff. That's really fucking interesting. I never noticed that. Huh. Well, learn something new every day and all of that. All right. So, yeah, no, but regardless, right? Regardless, the animal companion is fucking left behind like crazy for no other reason than because they fucking felt like putting in toughness and hammer the gap. Are they more like a Kingmaker? So they do. Well, I mean, they do in this one as well. Here, let's just finish this build. Why did you stop? God damn it. I'm on. There we go. So if we look at the animal companion, right, and we go into his class, gets dodge, power attack, toughness, weapon focus claw, combat reflexes, weapon focus. In this game, you can't choose them, but they still get them. It's just, it's an auto build that you have no opportunity to change, right? And so, okay, so for, he's currently level 13 instead of, well, wait, fuck it, I already closed, well, I already closed the other page. So we got one level left, which means that, yeah, he should be 14 instead of 16. So that means that he loses out on bonus to strength, dex, and con. He loses out on a +1 to attack and damage, and also a +1 to saves. We also lose out on a boost to AC. Like, we lose out on a good bit, right? Just by losing out on those 2 levels. So even though it's only quote unquote 2 levels, we also lose out on a feat. So we lose out on a feat, strength, dex, constitution, attack bonus, damage bonus, resistance saving throw bonus, and armor class. Like, we lose out on a lot. At least they give weapon finesse to it, yeah. Although between dex and strength, there's actually not that much of a difference. The animal, yeah. But yeah. Let's see what he takes as... Oh, favorite enemy outsiders. So if the Lantern King is considered strictly an outsider and is not considered Fey, then that's still dealt with. That's interesting. And it still boosts Fey again. So I'm kind of okay with this. Look at the class header. Isn't that what I was doing? This one right here, right? Oh, the class header. Wait. Oh, animal. I actually didn't see that. What's the capstone again? Oh, come on. You know what the capstone is. It's save or die. Fort save or die. DC of the save is equal to 10 plus half the ranger's level plus the ranger's wisdom mod. Used it 5 times per day, but not against the same creature. It's the same capstone that half of the classes have. Check camouflage. I think that's the ability that takes the favorited terrain. Oh, the camouflage ability. Where is the camouflage ability? It's right here. Move action, use the stealth skill to hide in any of his favorite terrains, even in combat. At least both the capstone and the critical feat are both fort saves. Could be worse against Nyrissa. Problem is, Nyrissa has a 24 fort save bonus. And you have a 23 saving throw for your fort saves. So unless she rolls a nat 1, you ain't getting shit. You ain't getting past Nyrissa's fort save with this weak ass bitch. Like, even if you had the +6, because right now he's only got the +4, right? You could get a +6 on there. That boosted up to a 24, which doesn't actually change anything. She would still need to roll a nat 1 to fail her save against either your save or die or your staggering critical. That's what I'm saying. You don't want to take staggering critical. It's the worst one. It's literally the worst one. +4 sacred bonus to dex. Yeah, that'd be nice. Staggering critical is the actual worst critical feat. Because all it does... Well, okay, so what stagger does, if you're just to... Because I kind of just forgot it for a half second. Stagger, you move at half speed, and you can't take both a move and standard action. Meaning, you can't approach and hit. You have to approach, wait around, and then hit. So if you have a opponent that's constantly running away, you're never really going to catch them. Stagger is Darren, basically, yeah. Until you get freedom of movement, in which case, after that point, Darren is free. He's free! Yeah, sickening critical is better, tiring critical is better, exhausting critical is obviously way better. Oh, hey, my internet decided to fuck off again. Hopefully it was just a quick dip this time and not a fucking 10-minute, hey, I'm just not going to do anything. Just lose your move action every turn, but you can still use standard to walk. Actually, that's probably a better way to explain it. That's probably a better way to say it. But yeah, staggering critical is shit, especially on a bow that only has a 19 to 20 crit range. You don't want to focus this fucking hard on crits for this. Like, you take improved critical, which I'm not against. I'm not against improved critical. But then you take critical focus and staggering critical. You should not take these two. Not for a weapon that has such a narrow crit range. And then you take Hammer the Gap, which is just dog shit in general. And Toughness, which is also terrible, because if you're taking damage as a Ranger, Toughness is not going to save you. Well, actually, Rangers actually have a decent health pool. Regardless, right? Without this Toughness right now, he would still have 224 health. So it's less than 10% of his health pool. Hope one of the companions is spellcasters, so we can see them also getting Toughness. We have a Bard and a Cleric coming up. But yeah, if we go to the kitty cat. Yep. Level 14. Look at all this stuff that we're missing out on. All this stuff. As for the Falcon, usually the 19 to 20 range. Yep, and it doesn't stack. If it's stacked... Now, here's the thing. If improved critical stacked with Aspect of the Falcon, that would be really good. And that would actually make those crit feats really worthwhile. Unfortunately, they don't. They do not. So, yeah. That actually... I tend to forget about that aspect. They offer a Bard companion at the House of the Edge of Time. Yeah, that's specifically because you lose your Bard here. Yeah. And he is... So here's the thing. This guy is such a better Bard than how I built Lindsay in my first playthrough of this game. I was actually happy that I was kind of forced to use him. Because the way that I had built Lindsay was so fucking useless. That he is an upgraded version in every single way. But speaking of, let's take a look at him. Let's take a look at our boy Lash here. All right, so far we have extra performance. And lingering performance. He's a Muse Touch Asimar. He is an Asimar. And he is Muse Touch. How did you know? You're still wrong. It's AASI. But yeah, he is Muse Touched. 16 there. Base value of 20 charisma. Jesus. Motherfucker went all out. As you can see by the fact that we have no odd numbers here, we're gonna finish off on an even number. By the way, we did end up on an even number on decks here on Ellert, so they remembered that. But we're gonna end up on an odd number. Yeah, if I said even, ignore that. That was just my brain just shitting out the wrong word. Yeah, we're gonna end one of these two. It's probably gonna be charisma, right? Probably. Well, actually, no. Is it gonna be dex? What is you building? I'm curious. We'll check it out after we finish. I feel like it's gonna be charisma. To incentivize creative decision. Oh yeah, 100% it is. 100%. 100%. I've been saying this. Well, I don't say this as often anymore, but I said it multiple times when we started this. I fully believe that the vast majority of these builds are intentionally suboptimal. Some of them are way worse than others. Like Ellert's build, as much as I was bitching and moaning about these last 4 feats, this build is good enough, more than good enough, to get through this entire game on normal difficulty or easier. Which is like the only time you're going to be using auto builds, period, is if you're playing on normal or easier difficulty, right? You're not going to go into fucking challenging or unfair and use auto builds. That's not going to happen. So the builds are designed to be good enough to get through on the lower difficulties while not being optimal, so that you will want to build the characters yourself instead of just relying on the auto build. I lost where we were. Oh yeah, so we got extra performance, point blank shot, that's fine. Lingering performance, precise shot, great. We'll fucking see in a moment. We'll fucking see. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do it now. We're gonna do it now. Skills. They fucking did it again. They fucking did. Every bard, every scald, every companion that has a level in the bard class or a bard related class has fucking canny observer with no points in perception. Owlcat, what the fuck? What are you doing? This is bullshit. This is what is this? Why? I'm not mad. Not at all. But this is fucking stupid. This is really dumb. It's fucking stupid. It should never be a thing. Why do you keep wait, do they have Canny Observer? By the way, I would like to remind everybody. I'm gonna go back here to this skill. We're gonna go back here. We're gonna look at this right here. We're gonna look at this perception that we have a 0 on. We're gonna look at this perception that we have a 0 on. We're gonna look at this, and we're gonna see that we have two. Fucking goddamn it! Two things. We have taken 2 abilities to boost our 0 ranked -1 wisdom mod perception skill. Why does Owlcat like to hurt me? Also, by the way, I just noticed we have an 8 wisdom. What the actual fuck? Why in God's name would you take an 8 wisdom on a character? Drop strength. Drop strength. He doesn't need it. Dyslexic intern was in charge of all the Bard's auto builds and he confused percent. Like, it's just so you could benefit from Jack of all. Just fuck off. Fuck off. No, I refuse. That's not real. All right. Let's take a look at the rest of the builds. We're just gonna ignore that these two options were chosen. We're gonna ignore them. These are not real. These are not real. These were not chosen. These don't exist. All right, rapid shot. Okay. We're using a ranged weapon, right? We're using a ranged weapon. Spell focus enchantment. Okay. That's actually not a bad idea, especially with as high a charisma as we have. Not a bad idea to go for some DC boostings. We got clustered shots. If you're going to be shooting somebody, clustered shots is a really strong feat to have, especially if you feel like you have enough of an attack bonus to consistently hit multiple times per round. Greater spell focus enchantment. Yeah, just doubling up on this. That's fine. We're going to take a look at this right now. Weapon focus short bow. So that's why we're not taking a dip. We're not dumping strength, is because we're using short bows, not crossbows. That's interesting. Which actually makes sense if did we have many shot? We got rapid shot. We don't have many shot. Okay. Improved initiative. As a bard, it's actually yeah. I could see it. Improved initiative should be pretty good for a bard. Especially if that bard has a love. Hello, kitten. Come on down. Say hi to everybody. There's my boy. It was a pretty cool short bow for bards. Free hideous laughter is super thematic. Yeah. And if it actually goes up, great fortitude. Yeah. Fort save is pretty trash, right? So taking great fortitude, I could see that. Help and boost up the fort save. Is there anything that I would like to have other than that? Not really. I'm actually kind of okay with great fortitude here. The anti-fabo, is that the one that's sold by the vendor in the House at the Edge of Time? I guess we could check, right? But there's my boy. All right, well, and we got fast stealth here. Get your tail under you. There you go. There's my boy. He has so many claws digging into my shoulder right now. But they are claws of love. I'm not distracted by the kitten. Shut up. Shut up. I'm not distracted by a kitty. Not at all. Okay, so fast stealth. I'm not a huge fan of. Let's go back here. Oh, hey, look at that. Look at that stealth bonus of 7. Specifically because we have a dex of +7. Man, that's super cool that we have. I stole the keys. Jesus fucking Christ. All right. Oh yeah, let's take a look at what spells we have, right? Because we are a spellcaster that has limited spells that we have access to. So let's find out. He has the come spell. I did see that. We have the waves of ecstasy. Remove fear is good. Feather step is hideous laughter is a pretty good enchantment spell for him. Ear piercing scream is fine. Okay, yep, all the level 1s are pretty decent. Heroism at level 2, obviously, duh. Sense Vitals is always a good spell. I like me some Sense Vitals. Glitter Dust is one of the best level 2 spells. Mirror Image, very good for things that I was gonna say. Defense, healing, and a little bit of... So yeah, it looks like we have a couple of buff spells, some CC a healing spell and then at least one offensive damaging spell. DC of your hideous laughter, specifically a padded armor. That doesn't surprise me. Owlcat seems to really like hideous laughter because they also gave it a very specific mythic ability for hideous laughter as well, right? In Wrath. Yeah, good hope, fear. Okay, so we don't have a damaging level 3 spell, but we got fear, we got slow for CC, we got haste, we got good hope for buffs, and then we got cure serious wounds. Best jokes? Yep, that one. Dominate person for CC, hold monster for CC, shout for damage, cure. Yeah, see, like it. There's always a buff of some kind. There's always the cure wounds. There's always a CC or two, and then there's usually a sound-based offensive move, right? Heroism Greater, Mind Fog, Cacophonous Call, Cure Light Wounds Mass. Not a fan of the Cure Light Wounds Mass spells. I don't, or the Cure Wounds Mass spells. Don't really like these. I feel like these are underwhelming compared to the spell level that they are, right? Because this is 1d8 plus, oh, this would be 1d8 plus 18 healing for a level 5 versus Cure Critical, which is 4d8 plus 18. So basically, you would have to hit 3 people and have all of the healing actually matter for this to most likely. Well, actually, no. Maybe I'm being too harsh on these. Although, again, if you're at level 17 or 18, if you have a Divine Caster in your party, you're going to have mass heal. So that kind of kills these as well. Ow, ow, ow. Claws digging so hard into shoulder. Fine. Everything's fine. Brilliant Inspiration for a buff spell. We got Shout Greater as our offensive spell, Waves of Ecstasy, and Overwhelming Overwhelming Presence for our enchantment CC spells. So yeah, I'm actually kind of pretty happy with the spells that have been taken. Cure spells +4, so at level 20 with those gloves, all your mass cure spells heal a minimum of 24 plus your die roll. I misread that at first as DC of your cure spells, and I was like, sir, why does that fucking matter? But no, your caster level. That's actually not bad. Yeah, that's true. But then again, if you're gonna be healing, why are you not just using mass heal? Just ignore the opportunity attacks they take when getting up. Yeah, the ones that are gonna immediately knock them back down and kill them. All right, so fast stealth is pretty useless, but we're also getting to the point where, unless there's a combat feat that I'm forgetting that he should have. Actually, multi-shot. We don't have multi-shot yet, and we're using a bow. So the fact that we don't have multi-shot yet is actually kind of unfortunate. We got all the way up through rapid shot. We have clustered shots, but we don't have multi-shot. We even have weapon focused short bow. Could get improved critical short bow. Could get many shot that we don't have yet. Yeah, fast stealth is kind of useless here. I really don't like it. Many shot, improved precise shot. That's another one. All right, what do we got? Improved great fortitude and shadow evocation. I'm not a huge fan of shadow evocation, especially since we don't have anything to boost our illusion spells. Uh, I'm not a fan of this. Also, interesting that we're only getting a level 5 spell here. I did not expect that at all. I'm actually kind of surprised. Like, Dispel Magic Greater would actually be a really good spell to get here. Um, Or brace is a +1 to the DC evolution spells. That's true. But like, so like, I'm not a huge fan of illusion spells to begin with, unless you go hard on boosting them. Because you got to get through 2 saves for most of them to do anything, right? You got the will save to disbelieve, and then you have the normal save to actually have the effect of the spell go through. So illusion spells are kind of a hard sell for me regardless. And I feel like if you're not at least having spell focus and greater spell focus in illusion, they fall farther behind than most of them. Will are the stronger saves for a lot of magic oriented enemies. Yeah, that's true as well. Yeah, like you're never gonna get past Narissa's will save. It's like a 42 or some shit. So like illusion spells against her are fucking useless. And I don't even want to think about the... Well, actually, we could look at the Lantern King. What is the Lantern King's will save? 36 for Remus. 26 for the old gnome. It's actually this fortitude is 21, will is 26, reflex is 38 there. Horned Hunter is 27, so those aren't actually too bad. And then a 36 on the normal Lantern King, the big ball of fire. That's actually a lot lower than I expected it to be. Especially, I wonder what did that when they added that in. I'm actually real. What the fuck do you mean I disconnected? God damn it. Please be just a quick hiccup. It looks like it was just a quick hiccup. Okay, good. Jesus Christ, I was going to lose my mind if it was another, hey, you're just not going to get shit done for another 5 minutes. We're fine. Everything's fine. But even still, 36 is still a really hard save to get past, right? We get Deadly Performance. Wait, is this... Oh, this is the capstone. Of course we get Deadly Performance. And then we get Neutralize Poison, which is useless. An actually useless spell. Just press Y to inspect the Lantern King, right? And then Cure Moderate Wounds Mass. Okay, so here's the thing. Now that I'm actually thinking about it, I actually would prefer to use Cure Light Wounds Mass than Cure Moderate Wounds Mass. Simply because of the spell slot. The difference between these two spells is... It can't be... Well, it's a difference of 1 to 8, right? That's what the D8 is. But relative to the amount of healing done, that 1 D8 per character, I don't know if that's worth a level 6 spell slot when you can do something like Overwhelming Presence or Waves of Ecstasy instead. So I kind of don't like this. Maximum for caster level as well. Yeah, the caster level maximum plus 30, but how are you going to get to 30? How do you take advantage of that extra caster level? Because Cure Light Wounds Mass is 25. Which is already something that you need to do specific things to get to. Like, this is not something... You're not going to get to caster level 25 naturally. You have to build for it. But 26... You can get to 26... So that basically means that the extra the plus 30 is useless. Because that's an extra 1 health per person hit, which is whatever. Well, my Angel Oracle, that's wrong game. Wrong game. It's not in here. I mean, you could take one of these, right? Cat's Grace, Eagle Splendor, Fox's Cunning Mass. I feel like Cat's Grace Mass is probably the only one that would actually benefit everybody. But even then, a lot of people that are going to truly benefit from Cat's Grace are going to have belts at this point. What? You could use a Euphoric Tranquility. What does this do? Speed is halved and must succeed a will saving throw. Each. Oh, wow. That's bad grammar. It must succeed at a will saving throw each next round to avoid being nauseated for 1 round. 1 point can make the difference. So, in theory, you're not wrong. But in practice, when you're getting chunked for health as much as you do in these games, the potential for that 1 health to not get completely obliterated with another 50 is very, very low. Yeah, I think I would probably take Euphoric Tranquility over Cure Moderate Wounds. And Neutralize Poison is completely useless. You're gonna have somebody in your party that has Delay Poison Communal. So once you have that, there's no point in ever having this. Especially when there's freedom of movement that you could be taking. I think like this is the biggest one here, is freedom of movement. Right? Because if you don't have blind fight, which by the way, this guy doesn't have blind fight. If you don't have blind fight, you need to have freedom of movement of some way. You need freedom of movement in some way to be able to survive the wild hunt enemies. By the way, we were boosting charisma. All right, so now that we know that we were boosting charisma, other. Okay, so we have 10 strength. We have 16 dex, it looks like. We have 12 constitution, 10 intelligence. We have an 8 wisdom. Go check the bow's future and only bow. We will do that in just a moment. We are double checking and making sure that this man has... We're going to -5, so that's only a 16 charisma. Yep, that's a 20-point buy. All right. Kitty cat, go. You're faster. What you got? We talking about this one? +5 Fey Bane short bow grants its wielder a +4 bonus on all saving throws against the abilities of Fey. So that also kind of negates the necessity of what's it called? Great Fortitude and Improved Great Fortitude, right? Because if we get a +4 bonus, suddenly his saves are going to be absolutely stupendous against Fate. Oh, he's only got a +3 short bow. Wow, trash. All right. Well, let's take a look at this lady. Let's take a look at this lady. All right, so starting off, by the way, this one's going to be super quick because she's a cleric, which means that she gets fucking nothing. Strength, super high dex. Interesting. Con, intelligence, wisdom. What the fuck? Wait. Okay, so she's got a belt of physical. Okay, I was about to say, what the fuck? These are a lot of very high stats. And also, despite the fact that she's a dwarf, she has a 14 charisma, meaning that she put a lot of her point buy into charisma here. There's no way. There's no way this is a 20 point buy, right? Because this is 16, this is 16, this is 14, this is 12, this is 10. Wait. No, Constitution is 10. Okay, so wait. 10, 10, 14. Intelligence is 10, charisma is 16, wisdom I think is also 16. Unless it's 14? If it's 14, she's put 4 into it. Okay, so yeah, it is 14. Wow, she put more points into charisma. She has an 8 in con, naturally. It does no. The +4 belt, +2 for dwarfs. So it's a 10 con. So okay. Half of her point buy is put into her charisma. To get to a 14. To get to a 14, she put half her point buy in there. Jesus. All right. All right. That's what you want to do. Also, she only has lore, religion, and persuasion. Sure. I mean, if you're going to put half your point buy into your charisma, Miss Dwarf, you might as well put it all into persuasion as well. Just double down on that weirdness. But let's take a look at her actual build so far, right? So we've got Abadar. We have the travel. Oh, so she's a little bit faster. And law domain. She has better stat spread than Harem IMO. I don't remember Harem stat spread. Um, Interesting. You can force an 11. You can force an 11 on a roll. Or on all rolls for that round. Interesting. At 8th level, you can give a weapon you touch the axiomatic. Yeah. Which isn't actually bad, right? Axiomatic is actually pretty damn good in this game. I mean, it's pretty good in both, right? In Kingmaker and Wrath of the Righteous. So this is actually pretty decent. Protection from chaos, communal, prayer, protection from energy, communal, dominate person, blade barrier, dictum. Dictum. Shield of law, dominate monster. Interesting. And then you have the travel domain, which you go faster. Law is a pretty good domain in this game. Yeah, it seems pretty decent. Gain the increased mobility for 1 round. For the next round, you ignore all difficult terrain and do not take penalties for moving through it. Okay, useless, basically. There's very few times where difficult terrain is actually even a thing in this game. And it's usually something like web, right? 8th level, you can teleport up to 10 feet per level in the class that gave you access to this domain per day. As a move action, teleportation must be used in 5-foot increments, and such movement does not provoke attacks of opportunity. And you get Long Strider, Grace, Feather Step, Mass, Dimension Door, Mass, Break Enchantment, Elemental Body 3, Air, some greater Air, Elemental Protection, Elemental. Okay. Travel domain, I'm not as big of a fucking deal. Like, I don't really care about that much. The extra 10 feet does mean that she can keep up with the rest of the party, right? Because she's a dwarf, which means that she's slower than normal. So that's good at least. But other than that, travel is kind of Now you really want to make one? Hell yeah, do it. Do it. Selective channel, yeah, that's pretty much a given for any cleric or anybody that's going to be using channel energy consistently. You're gonna want selective channel. Spell focus conjuration. Oh fucking hell, they're doing that again every time. Every fucking time. Every cleric is a summoner. They don't know how to not have their clerics be summoners. There's no point. Stop it. Fucking hell. Extend spell. Extra channel. Reach spell. Wicked spell. This is basically interchangeable with, I think it was Tristan's. Augment summoning. Superior summoning. And greater spell focus conjuration. I feel like this build is like almost identical to Tristan's. Was it the MC cleric? Okay. I might rebuild that character up to 20 just to compare. But the domains are different. That like barely matters. That like barely matters. Bard's build is also pretty similar to another build we read earlier. That doesn't surprise me either, honestly. All right, what do we get for our last one? Fucking toughness. Of course you do. Of course you do. What else would you get as a ranged character? What else would you get as a ranged character but toughness? By the way, doesn't even have point blank shot. He doesn't even have point blank shot. We got to get toughness. We got to get greater spell focus conjuration. Are we going to do it again? Are we going to do it again? Are we going to go through how many conjuration spells actually require a DC? We're not. We're not going to do it because I think it's like Rift of Ruin and 2 others. That's it. That's it. It hurts my fucking brain. I feel like every cleric build has just been trash. Oh man, imagine a cleric that doesn't have anything. All right, so what we're gonna do, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a snapshot. I'm gonna take a screenshot of the feat build of this character. And we are now going to go back to the main menu. Because clerics are trash. I'm kind of inclined to agree. Wrath kind of... Are you... No, you're a sorcerer. You're a ranger. What was the... Well, I guess I just don't have one. I just don't have a save for the cleric. Wrath has kind of made me realize that oracles are better. All right, let's go into new game, main story. Doesn't matter. Wait. As long as auto builds. Fuck it. Nope, not new character. Cleric. Oh, god damn it. She's a better summoner because she's an elemental swarm. That is true. However, that doesn't mean that they should have given her fucking greater spell focus conjuration. Wait. Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry. Uh, also healing when used against undead. That's not. YouTube chat censors the word swarm preserver. Wait, did it? It didn't censor it for me. I saw it. Wait, did it really do that? That's fucking weird because yeah, it. Wait. That's bonkers. At least that cleric isn't Valerie build is just kind of crap. Her build, I don't remember her build anymore. It's been so long since we did her auto build. All right, time to give you 1,000,000,000 experience points. All right, y'all want to see me go from 1 to 20 in 2 seconds? Wait, is it actually the exact same? Wait. Selective, yeah. Spell focus conjuration, yep. Metamagic extend. Extra, wait. There's no way. It is the exact same build. It is the exact same build. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. It is the exact same. Extra channel. Spell focus conjuration. Extend spell. Reach spell. Quicken spell. Or no, I'm sorry. This is extra channel. Sorry. Extra channel. That's reach. That's quicken. Augmented summoning, superior summoning, greater spell focus conjuration, toughness. Corporate action. Dude, what the fuck? You guys can't even give them two. They couldn't have even given them 2 different builds. Yeah, and they both increased. She also put +6 points into charisma. Yeah. Wait, is it really the same? Wait. Is it actually the same? Wait, there's no way. Okay, so if we just do this and we swap this with gnome, 8, 14. Okay, so wait, the dex is different, but wait a second. No. Hot Tet. Wait. What is she? Oh, she's a halfling, not a gnome. She's a halfling, not a gnome. Sorry. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so 8, 16, 10, 10, 14, and 18. Wait a second. Oh, because this is a yeah, I don't know why I always think that she's a I don't know why I always think that she's a gnome. Um yeah, because she's 25, not 20. Yeah, so it's an identical build, except it's a 25 point buy instead of a 20. So she's got 2 more wisdom. That's it. And she has good instead of lawful and healing instead of travel. Which good is not as good in this game as law, I think. I think law is a better domain than good. Especially since Lantern King is not evil, right? Let me just double check. He's just chaotic neutral, right? Yeah, chaotic neutral. Chaotic neutral. Yeah. So he's chaotic neutral. Nyrissa is chaotic evil. So good would be basically the same or very similar to law for her, right? Because you can for the Holy Lance ability, right? But also granting a sacred bonus on attack rolls, skill checks, ability checks, and saving throws equal to half your level in a class. That's actually, I think this is better than just giving them a you roll an 11, because this is potentially a plus 10 to any of these rolls, right? If you're fully level 20. That's actually really good. The sacred bonuses are also incredibly difficult to come across. So think I think Touch of Good is better than, I can't remember the name of it, but the law level 1 ability. I think Touch of Good is better. Okay. I think Touch of Good is better late game. I think the law, it's probably just Touch of Law. I think that one's better early game. I think Touch of Good is better late game. Yeah, you can. This is true. This is true. And I did think about that. But a lot of times, if you're trying to force a fail save, fail against the save first. Oh, do they get a save against that? I mean, it would make sense that they would. Protection from evil communal, prayer, forced repentance, burst of glory, summon monster 6, holy word, holy aura, summon monster 9. The domain spells I think are fairly, I mean, they're pretty comparable, right? Between the two. And let's compare this healing domain to travel. Oh yeah, rebuke death is fucking useless. I hate rebuke death. It's fucking terrible. Can only use this ability on a creature that is below 0 hit points. Need to touch them and bypass their spell resistance. Oh, okay. Which Nyrissa does not have spell resistance, so that's nice. At 6th level, all your cure spells are treated as if they were empowered, increasing the amount of damage healed by half. Does not apply to damage dealt to undead. Yeah. Does not stack with empower spell. Oh man, imagine if it did. You just double empower your spells. That'd be nice. So I personally prefer passive abilities to active ones for stuff like this. Simply because that's less micromanagement in real-time combat. So Healer's Blessing as a passive ability, Rebuke Death, like I said, is kind of useless. I feel like the travel domain does beat out the healing domain, but I think the good domain in late game, I would say good and law are kind of equal in the late game. But I think the travel domain does beat out healing, despite my bias towards Healer's Blessing because it's a passive ability. Powered just Dimension Door. It's Dimension Door broken down into how far you're going, right? Because you have X amount of space that you can go per day, and you can break that up into as many teleports as you want, I think. And it does provoke attacks of opportunity. I also really like the 10% or the plus 10 movement speed. Okay, wait. It is just for you, yes. Because now that I think about it, the travel domain first level ability is also kind of trash. Right? Because like you don't have to care about broken or difficult terrain. It's like, all right, great. I'll use that on all of those difficult terrain spots that I run into in this game. With Forefather, if you're doing that quest. Oh yeah, the devil. Yep. Yep. If you're doing the Tiefling companion quest, good would help with that for sure. And yeah, since he's the devil, he's one of the few where the good will help and the law will not. I would actually say that the more that I think about it, the more that I say that the domains actually they're kind of is freedom of movement cleric level rounds. Not freedom of movement. It says that it allows you to ignore difficult terrain. There's a difference. Freedom of movement also prevents you from being stunned and stuff like that. Um, unless I'm misremembering it. Here, we can make a quick save so that if I want to come back here, I can. Let's load back into not Terry the Fucked, Terry the Rusty. You have the Mercs. All right. Let's just double check the law, right? All right, you. Class. Law domain. Or no, travel. Travel. You can gain improved next round you ignore all difficult terrain and do not take any penalties for moving through it. Yeah, so it's not freedom of movement specifically. It is freedom from difficult terrain specifically. So, gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Yeah, if it was freedom of movement, cleric level per round, or rounds per cleric level, that would be fucking broken. That would be fucking broken. Jesus Christ. It's also only for one round, right? So it's only for one round. You can use it 3 plus your wisdom mod, so she can use it 9 times per day. Again, you come up and say hi to everybody again. Hey. Um. Oh yeah. I would say that the base speed increase and the dimension door ability aren't. I kind of think that I prefer healing. The more that I think about this, the more that I think that I prefer the healing. Travel with freedom from tabletop. It's fine. Yeah, if they changed it from tabletop, then that also makes sense. But I feel like yeah, I feel like freedom of movement from level 1 is kind of busted. Fighter is the best merc from this bunch. Yeah. Uh Crimson Fury was like really good. I mean, the Ranger is pretty good despite my hatred for him not getting Boon Companion. We're doing a little bit of kitty cuddle time. Um but yeah, I building a cleric of Desna got your powers mixed up. Ah, that'll happen. That'll happen. But yeah, guys, this is the last non-DLC party member. All we have left. All we have left. These nerds here. The Varnhold's Lot characters. That's all we got when it comes to auto build reviews. Now, but speaking of builds, let's take a look at this one. So this is a build that Zwango sent me today. This is a build that he's saying is very good against Nyrissa. 5 main characters for that DLC as well. Is there? I do not remember. Well, we'll deal with them when we deal with them. Um, Oh, okay. So let's take a look at this build. All right, so we are 14 sorcerer, 1 vivisectionist, 1 barbarian, 1 defender of the true world. Why this? Why defender of the true world? Because we looked at that yesterday. This doesn't actually give us. I guess it's the +2 bonus on weapon attack and damage rolls. I guess it's just that. Because yeah, we were looking specifically. That's what we were looking for yesterday, Igor, and it does not. It only gives damage bonuses, it gives save bonuses, it gives attack bonuses. Does not increase your save DCs versus Fae. Am I going to do them all? Yes, we will. We will go over all MCs, all companions. I want to have that. I want to have every auto build done. Okay. So we are also an air domain, which is interesting. Unleash an arc of electricity targeting any foe within 30 feet as a ranged touch attack. 1d6 points +1 for every 2 levels you possess in the class that gave you. I have questions. I'm curious as to why Wango took the air domain. So I haven't really talked to Zwago about this build at all. Usually rewatch, like, if he'll like rewatch the VODs at like 3 a.m. is usually when he messages me and he's like, hey, this, and this. I don't remember seeing Druid yesterday. It was pretty quick. We looked at it pretty quick and it was like, oh, it doesn't have this. Because we were looking very specifically for save DCs, right? So Barbarian, it looks like, yeah, we were so the Barbarian is for the fast movement. For whatever reason, my mouse scroll wheel is acting really weird with this. It's not scrolling consistently, so Vivisectionist is quite obvious. It's for the mutagen, right? We want to get that strength mutagen. And then sorcerer level 14. So you're just he's just a basic sorcerer with an abyssal bloodline. Interesting. Spell focus transmutation, great fortitude. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Got stealthy and skill focus Lord Asher. So as we mentioned, I think we can get by without stealthy. Maybe druids have a dialogue option that allows a weird skip. Well, the druid does have an attack and defense bonus, or sorry, an attack and damage bonus against Fae at level 1. And Zwango is all about trying to maximize damage against Narissa. Extra strength from Abyssal, do you? Sorcerer proficient cantrips, detect magic. Get grow claws. You get both strength, but I don't think that matters. Rage. Ah, you do. And so because we're level 14, so we would actually have a +4 inherent bonus to strength. Jesus Christ, we have a 36 strength. Oh. This has the +8 belt from the dragon. That is not something that we will have in the speed run, because it just takes too long for the dragon to die. That extra +2, because we found a +6 belt, right? We found a +6 belt that we could just buy from Hassif. So we will not actually have this. We will not have a +8 here. Maybe it's from the troll, not the dragon. That would also take too long, right? Because trying to kill that troll is a pain in the ass and a half. Yeah, human. And it looks like, yeah, so the strength, the bonus went into strength. So our dex would be a 10 with this particular build. And our con would be a 10. That portrait heresy. Zwango really likes this portrait. I don't think there's been a single save that I've been sent that, well, there might have been, but a lot of his characters have this portrait. Okay, so we also get transformation. Sorcerer learns an additional spell. Oh yeah, that's just dismissal. And then we don't get to here. Okay, so it's a 5 portrait. It is a good portrait. I like it. I don't know if we're gonna need stealthy. In fact, what I'm gonna do is wait. Let me actually pull up what he said, what he told me to do. Buff from left to light, right, and then attack Nyrissa. Turn base isn't needed. Well, let's try it. All right. All right. Oh, she's there. Wait, but he's there. Oh yeah, he stays there. Wow, wait. Is that because I have this on? Is that because I have this on? God damn it. I feel like I did. Yep. Okay, let me. All right, so I cheated. I'm gonna go through it and I'm just gonna start turning off a whole bunch of stuff because I did use this. I forgot, all right? I don't usually have this stuff turned on. So the fact that I did just to get through that area is really throwing me off. Go away, go. Didn't I save this? I guess I didn't. All right. I'm gonna keep this on because this is what allows me to check the Varnhold's Lot characters. So if I turn off so for whatever reason, if I just turn off Bag of Tricks as a whole, the effects that are already active stay active. I don't know why that is. So I'm going through. That's why I'm going through right now and doing this manually. The best that I've been able to find out is just like by restarting the entire game. That's the only way that I can get it to actually turn off. Strength max character like you did with Dex on stream. I mean, getting a super duper mega high strength is going to actually be easier than it's actually going to be easier than getting a, or you're going to be able to get a higher strength than you are with a Dex build. Okay, that should be everything undone. Let's reload this save, right? Let's reload the save and see how this goes. Because that was basically max damage, and I was able to 3-shot Nyrissa, which is actually kind of funny. I do want to make sure that this is on... It is on unfair. Okay. It is on unfair difficulty. Okay. All right. So she did get initiative off instead of me. And I died. This is what I was worried about. Do all genie can bonuses damage stack? Yes. Yes, they do. Load game, because if I just loaded the last one, it would actually be the Yadmala save. Wait, so that means that she saw me, which is actually good. This is good. Because that means that I can actually test a couple of things. Wait. Why is there no perception check here? There should have been a perception check. Unless I just misclicked? I guess I just misclicked then. Oh, Jesus. A 38 DC. All right. So I need... What is that? A 17 or better to save? All right. Sure, game. That's fair. I know it's literally not because it's unfair difficulty, but damn. Damn. All right. 3 years later. All right. What we're going to do, we're going to make a quick save here. Died there for a second. Oh, did I? Okay. Well, you guys didn't miss much. So it took a minute, but we did get there eventually. And then she teleports down here. Okay. We're actually going to reload. So that's in real time. Now, what happens if we do this in turn-based? Because Zwango originally said to do that it's best to do this in turn-based. Oh, damn it. I was looking at the numbers. Yeah, actually, what graphical things being a problem? Am I skipping a lot? I shouldn't be. The stream seems to be stable on my end at the moment, for once. Okay, so go away. Oh my god. Go away, you stupid fucking Final Fantasy bomb. Nyrissa with only cantrips? You are evil. Why would you say such a thing? Uh, okay, so there we go. That gives us... Wow, so we actually do need stealthy, huh? Look at that fucking roll. 61. Half orcs have weapon familiarity for great axes. You don't need to dip on barbarian, either Avagog for that. Oh. Might be doable, it's just like just gonna take ages. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like wait, that's oh wait, no, never mind. Okay, so 61 is what she gets to, right? So that means that we need an 81 or better to guarantee that she can't see us on approach, right? Because remember, this 66 is after we lose both vanish and normal invisibility, which is an extra plus 40. So we actually would have a 106 if you subtract 4, that's 62, so that'd be 102. Actually, if we don't have this belt, if we have just a +6 strength belt, which also hilarious that we got up to 46 strength, that's fucking nonsense. Oh yeah, what fucking okay, so braces of armor +8. We wouldn't have that. So this is the belt that we currently use, right? We use a belt of physical might +4. So this is actually closer to what we would see. A 14 dex, so we actually would have a +2 to our dex. We wouldn't have bracers of armor +8. I actually don't remember what bracers we even get. Ring of protection +4, ring of plentiful hunts, +1 damage. Why is this? Oh, for the Lord Nature. Cloak of Shadows, yeah. Added mental perfection. This we will have the Heart of Ira, which we could actually have this turned on as well. If we have this turned on, that lowers Nyrissa's strength and dex. Which, if she's flat-footed because we are invisible, that means that the dex wouldn't matter anyway. But if she does manage to see us, which she's very likely to do once we originally attack, right? Once we attack, she's very likely to be able to see us. Why would I deny myself the +8 belt? Because it takes 8 minutes to get it. On average, it takes 8 minutes to get that belt. So that belt comes from the dragon. There is also the one that's the troll, but the troll is also a bitch and a half to kill. Because it's immune to fire and acid. And I actually don't know how the game expects you to kill that troll. I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea how you're supposed to kill that troll. The only way that I've ever killed that troll is I knocked it the fuck down, and then I spent like 5 minutes. I spent like 5 minutes just coup de grace-ing it with every character until it finally died. An unfair run 8 minutes longer than a story run doesn't sound that much worse. Well, okay, so here's the thing. The only things that we're getting from this, we're getting an extra +2 mod to our strength, a +4 mod for our dex, and a +2 mod to our con. That's actually not that much for 8 minutes. The trade-off, I just don't think that the trade-off is worth it. Yeah, that's like the big thing. I don't see a way where that trade-off is worthwhile. So if we get rid of stealthy and skill focused stealth, the minus 10. Okay, so let's just reload here. Let's just reload here and take a look at what we have available to us, because now we know that her perception is a 61, right? We have a 97 stealth. We take away 10. Oh wait, let's swap the belt as well, right? So this is the strength and dex that we are going to have most likely. Well, we will actually have. So here's the thing: we will actually have a +6 strength belt, but it's only a +6 strength belt. So we will have. Oh, actually, that's right. Transformation does that. I keep forgetting that transformation gives you a +4 to all physical stats as an enhancement bonus. So the belt doesn't matter at all unless. Okay, so we will actually have that +4. So it's even. So this belt gives us even less, right? We're losing a +2 or a +1 strength mod and a +2 to both dex and con. That's it. That's all we're losing. So yeah, we have all this. The AC I don't actually think matters. I don't remember if we get these at all, but it's fine. So if we look at this and we subtract 10 with it, we don't have stealthy, we don't have skill focused stealth. That still leaves us with 85, which is 14 higher than, or I'm sorry, it's 4 higher. I don't know why I said 14. It's 4 higher than Narissa's highest possible roll. So we actually don't need stealthy or skill focused stealth for this. To be able to consistently get to where we need to be. Yeah. Try to cloud kill her before combat. So oh yeah, let's take a look at the spell book that we have access to. So Druid. Here's a question. Oh, it's specifically animal companion. That sucks. I was like, ooh, maybe if we animal or if we acid maw ourselves, right? If we could acid maw ourselves, that's a little bit of extra damage that we could do. Um, because so wait, the demon, it gives us claw attacks which we don't use. It gives us a gore attack, doesn't it? Or am I thinking of the demon mythic? I might be thinking of the demon mythic. Yeah, I think I'm thinking of the demon mythic because, like, obviously we get grow claws, but that doesn't help us really because these are not going to do nearly as much. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. So okay. So there's no reason to be using Magic Fang. That's kind of what I was looking at. Wait, is Lead Blades a level 2 spell? I thought it was a level 1. Oh, it's a ranger spell. This is druid, not ranger. This is druid, not ranger. This is druid, not ranger. Duh. Okay. Reduce person. That doesn't actually help us here. True Strike might. True Strike might. All right, what do we got? More reduced person. So actually, if we have that, then there's no point in having reduced person here, and we would just get reduced strike or true strike, right? Because true strike is the Medusa stare of fort save. I would assume so. I would assume so. Well, hello, Shelby. How are you doing, baby girl? Hi. Okay, so we get, yeah, create pit, scorching ray, sense vitals, bull strength, mirror image. Haste, rage, spell magic, displacement, battering bat. Oh, wait. Wait a second. Wait. Oh, it is. It's an auto thing. Okay. I was like, wait, how are we? Okay. 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 It's fine. Everything's fine. Um, he has a level up. Probably because of the same reason that I was not leveling up all the way. Doesn't rage give you morale bonuses to strength? No. It gives you straight melee attack rolls. So melee attack, melee damage, thrown weapon damage will saves. It doesn't actually increase your ability scores or change them at all. Yep. Yeah, all of the things are all of the classes are unchained, if I'm not much mistaken. If I'm not much mistaken. Um so yeah, if we got rid of, so what do we have? We got stealthy, skill focus, lore nature. I actually don't think that I went through the fucking feats. I got distracted. All right, so we got stealthy, which we can get rid of. Skill focus, lore nature, which we want to keep. Well, potentially, right? We still need to test the mobility check after the ancient tomb. Make sure to check to see what the DC is there. Transmutation. Are there chain classes? Yeah, so Unchained is basically a modifier that was added in Pathfinder Unchained, the book that came out. Um, so any changes there are considered to be unchained classes. Rogue got unchained, Monk got unchained, Barbarian got unchained, Summoner got unchained. Um, Barbarian, Monk, and Rogue all got buffed. Summoner got nerfed because it was OP as fuck. Um, Still pretty OP. So weapon focus, great axe, which we don't actually have currently. Ah, he doesn't have the cleave feats. He does not have the cleave feats, which that was something that we were discussing yesterday, right? Is do we actually need the cleave feats or not? Um, and I was starting to lean towards no, we do not. Skill focus stealth, so this is another one that we can get rid of. So actually, if we get rid of both stealthy and skill focus stealth, that actually allows us to add back in the cleave feats. So that'll be interesting. Great fortitude. Interesting. I wonder if that's because of just the lack of... And bull rush. That's also interesting. I wonder if these are just because there's no better options. I'm not entirely sure what the abyssal bloodline feats are. Eidolon Summoner is just a companion from what I've heard of. So the problem with the Summoner is that the Summoner had the Eidolon and it also had like wizard level spell progression. It had like full spell progression. So the combination of full spell progression plus how fucking powerful the Eidolon was just too goddamn strong. So they nerfed their spell progression. Yep. That, yep, Igor, yeah, that is definitely a thing. Arcane Strike. So this is something that for the longest time, I did not understand just how good this was. Got haste as a level. I didn't actually know that. I did not know that they got haste as a level 2 spell. That's fucking bonkers. Um, for every 5 caster levels you possess, bonus increases by +1 to a maximum of +5 at 20th level. So we got a +2 from Arcane Strike, almost +3, right? We almost got to 15. But not quite. Greater spell focus transmutation, toughness. Mm. You're just doing this to fucking spite me, aren't you? Then improve critical rate. Okay. I'm actually. Do we even get to level 17? Wait. Do we get to level 17 in the course of the current route? I don't think that we do. I think we only get to 16. So we would not get to level 17. Why not add a route map to get more levels for your run? Because again, that takes too much time. We even tested yesterday how much experience if killing the dragon would get us enough experience to get us an extra level. It does not. We would have to do the dragon, which is 8 minutes, plus other things. You clearly need the levels. I don't actually think that we do. So we don't get anything from Sorcerer really at level 14, right? The last thing that we get is Transformation for free at level 13. And we get improved critical great axe at 17, that's true, but we don't really need toughness. So we could swap improved critical great axe down to 13 and get that here. So we don't actually need to hit level 17. And it would require too much time to do so. Like I don't think. Well, what's our BAB? Marshall. Base attack. So yeah, we're not even losing an attack, right? You are transformed? Right. Yeah. So we'd be losing one base attack, which leaves us 16, 11, 6, and 1. So we're still keeping all 4 attacks. We're just at a -1 from where we are. More caster level for better DC as well. Not necessarily true. And also, because of this build, we don't actually need as high of a caster level, right? Because we're not trying to hit her with Baleful Polymorph. We're just running in and beating her to death. Yeah. So I have fought long, like at one point, I fought long and hard to get to level 17. I tried so hard to get to level 17 because the current build that we use, that's what we would need basically to get improved critical. And I really, really wanted improved critical. And I also wanted a second level in Inquisitor because that allowed me to add my wisdom to my initiative. He's gonna copy his build just without toughness. Actually, no. I would copy this build, but I would get rid of stealthy, I would get rid of skill focus stealth, and I would get rid of toughness. I would add in cleave feats and improve critical instead. Or shift improve critical, right? So that's the adjustments that I would make to this build. Because unless there's somebody else somewhere else where, I mean, by level 7, so actually, okay, so level 7 through level 14, I think it was, or well, actually it's level 3 through level 14. All of this happens at the same time. I'm sorry, level 4 through 14. We gain 10 levels at the same time. Because that's when we kill the Lich, is at level 3. So how would this build deal with the Lich's area? I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head right now. Because it has the Barbarian. Oh wait, what are our skills? What are our skills? The no ranks in strength, or in athletics, sorry. No ranks in persuasion. Interesting. Not in knowledge, arcana, or world. That makes sense. Yeah, we're maxing out lore nature. Yeah. Only 1 in UMD. Only Barrow. Thank you. Only 1 point in UMD. Interesting. Trickery, we have 9 ranks in. Do we need 9 ranks in trickery? No, right? Stealth, we're maxing. Perception, we're maxing. We got 2 ranks in mobility. Oh, that's why. Because we're a normal sorcerer, we're not the sage sorcerer, so we don't have a super high intelligence for a boatload of extra skill ranks. That's the difference. There's a weird stat spread. It's a melee sorcerer. Melee sorcerer. Yeah, we got a +8 hat on. And we got legendary proportions and transformation on. That's why everything is super high. Um, hmm. I'm curious. I mean, we don't need mobility after this, right? Because we're not going to get past level 2 before we get to the Ancient Tomb. We actually hit level 3 immediately after we make this mobility check. So if we're going to get something... Okay, so if we need a bonus to mobility, we don't get the stealthy feat, right? We get skill focus mobility. That gets us an extra 1, which is an extra 5% chance to succeed. Is there a bug in Kingmaker where we can get a second bloodline if you get a second bloodline class? No, yes and no. So the thing is, if you get a class, so like I used to take advantage of this, right? With mages. I would take Eldritch Scion Magus at level 2. So we would do Inquisitor level 1, Eldritch Scion level 2, Sorcerer level 3, right? So, but the thing is that we would take Sylvan Sorcerer or Sage Sorcerer. If you take a forced bloodline class, an archetype, after you already choose an archetype, you can have 2 and then progress both of them as you level up. That's the bug. But you can't choose 2 bloodlines. You are forced into whatever bloodlines are available as forced bloodlines for certain archetypes. So you could force the arcane bloodline with Sage Sorcerer. You could force the Sylvan bloodline with Sylvan Sorcerer, but you couldn't just pick Sorcerer and then pick a second bloodline. If you pick Sorcerer after picking mages, it would force you to use the bloodline of the mages that you've already chosen. And you get 2 feats, 1 for each bloodline. I believe so. Yes. Yes. I think one bloodline will be 1 level behind the other. Sage Arcane plus Scion Abyssal. That would add another multi-class. Or Sage Arcane plus Dragon Disciple for the extra strength it gives. I don't... Okay, so... Here, let's just go into level up real quick. Go into Eldritch Knight. That's a... Dragon Disciple. Oh, we don't have a Dragon bloodline. So we don't actually have Inquisitor in this build. I think we go Alchemist for the skill ranks. I wonder if he goes Alchemist level 1. Or if he sticks with Sorcerer level 1. Actually, the claw attack in the prologue would actually help quite a bit, right? Dragon Disciple's a little bugged in this. It doesn't increase your caster level as it should. It skips like 3 levels for some reason. Oh, gross. Yeah, never mind. Fuck that noise. Nope, we can't sacrifice that many levels. There's no way. So if we go Sorcerer level 1 in the prologue, the claws would actually help us more consistently kill the enemies in one round, right? Because it's 1d4, which is the same as the dagger, but you get 2, right? You get 2 claw attacks. Okay, so that makes sense. I wonder if he goes 3 in Sorcerer to get to having enough for Vanish to get through, and then he goes these. But then again, the Barbarian bit... The Barbarian level is... if I remember correctly, like the Barbarian level is to help bypass the locked door in the fucking hell, I already forgot what it was called again. Lonely Barrow, that one. Because while this speed boost is helpful for the most part, it's only when you're... Oh, wait. Oh, shit, no. I thought this was the rage power. This is just a basic plus 10 movement speed. You don't get access as a sage. This is true. And because we don't have Inquisitor, we don't have access to Ravagug as well, which is how we would get access to the Great Axes, right? In the current build that I use. Now here's a question: does the +2 here outweigh the +1 that we would get? Okay, here. Okay, let's take a look at Alchemist real quick. Still, these all, and then I'm assuming we're just maxing out. We're just putting the extra points into trickery because fuck it. Okay, let's take a look at this. If we were to get rid of the Druid, the Defender of the True World level, we were to get rid of this, we would be losing this, the +2 weapon attack and damage rolls against Fae. I think this is the primary reason that Zwengo took this. So if we get rid of this, is there something in this list that's worth it? Fast stealth might actually be worth it. So it's 1 level 1 feat we don't need anymore. We would either be replacing it, so we would be doing one of 2 things. A, getting rid of stealthy and like maybe getting like power attack instead or something like that, or replacing stealthy and getting rid of stealthy and replacing it with skill focus mobility. Also may just get martial proficiency. Yes, maybe. Okay, wait. I apparently missed some things. You'll get access to the sage, but you can't be an orc. Everything Regaga was supposed to be. Orcs don't get feats at the start. Okay, gotcha. All right, I'm caught back up. So yeah, I'm not actually sure if we want to get rid of that second level 1 feat or potentially third level 1 feat. But let's see. Is there greater bull rush? No, we're not doing that. Improved initiative. No, improved initiative doesn't help. Improved initiative doesn't help. We're getting a sneak attack on Nerissa. Improved initiative doesn't help. We're getting a sneak attack on Nerissa. Okay. I think maybe swapping Inquisitor for Scion so you qualify for extra bloodlines and for strength from Dragon Disciple. So Dragon Disciple, apparently Dragon Disciple skips 3 levels before it starts progressing your caster level again. We can't afford that. We cannot afford 3 levels of spell progression loss. If we do that, and also we can sacrifice 1 level and still get transformation, right? But that is the 1 level that we're not going to get from 17, right? So we can't get another level. We can't take another class unless we get rid of one of these. Druid, I think, is going to be the one that we bail on if we get rid of them. So maybe not. And unfortunately, I can't check it right now. Not with this build. This build does not allow for that. I could make a guy real quick, and then we could just like get him to level 20 real quick and do that. We could do Feral Mutagen. This gets us an extra attack, which if it hits, which it would be at a -5. So actually, I think it would actually be better to get rid of Druid of the Defender or Defender of the True World and just get a 2nd level with Feral. Only with only 1 caster level. Dragon Disciple gives bite as well. But 1 caster level prevents us from getting transformation. And it prevents us from getting level 7 spells. Too far away from the route? Probably. Yeah, we cannot lose any levels. Because hitting level 18 is just not going to happen in the speedrun. Hitting level 17, unless something drastic changes and like a massive chunk of experience is found somewhere, we're not hitting level 17 before we fight Nyrissa. We're going to be going into Nyrissa at level 16, which means that we have 1 level in Barbarian, 1 level in Alchemist for skills, because we need the skills, right? And then we have 1 level to play with. We have 1 level to play with, which is what I'm checking here. And I think Feral Mutagen. Where did he get the +8 belt? I do not know. I do not know. I would assume Dragon, but I'm not sure. Neither of those is a good option, though, unfortunately. Not for a speed run. I can check. How can I check? Oh, because it tells you. Duh. Dragon. South end of bridge over Gudrun River, left side. Mordecai's room, level 2, hidden. Yeah, so both of those are very out of the way at this point because we skip the entirety of Mordecai's tomb. Right? Because with the pits. Here, let's Mordecai's tomb map. Mordecai's cloak. Let me. Jesus Christ. Could I just get a fucking map? Okay. That's the upper level. Dragon Disciple, and you've used that cloak with the mutagen? The cloak gives it? Cloak might... Oh, yeah. Okay, gotcha. I see what you're saying. There we go. Lower level. Okay. So... 6. Oh, God. Yeah, that's way out. So we would have to go all the way through the maze, which means we have to... So right now, the way that the build is now is... Oh, wait. We're talking about trying to trip Nyrissa. Tripping Nyrissa doesn't actually help us. Right? That's... Sorry. This is what I'm looking at. Here, let's actually... Let me just... Let me find a better image. Shit. Oh, God damn it. Lost it. Open link in new tab. Is this just the... No, I didn't want to open Word. Yeah, okay. Here's the map. This is where we go. Currently, right now, what we do... Yeah, sorry, it was on a different monitor. So we dimension door into this room, and then we dimension door into this room, and then we leave. That's the current route. We do not actually walk through this area, period. Cloak is down here. All the way down here. So we would have to fight through the zombies, right? Big group of zombies. Come down here. I legitimately do not remember what's down here anymore. I know that there's multiple traps in here that slow you. Not anymore, Igor. Not in the most recent build. Not in the most recent routes. There's multiple things in here that slow you down. Then we go down here. Yeah, if I was still like, if we hadn't found the way to clip through this, using pits and dimension door and all that good stuff, we hadn't found that, yeah, grabbing this cloak would be an issue, would not be an issue. But being able to trip Nyrissa isn't actually that much of a help either, because, like I said, remember when we were... Well, here, we could just, like, go back in and do it, right? We can do it right now, actually. We're even in the right fucking thing. That's how fast Nyrissa can go with this build. So, yeah. Being able to trip her, like, the worst... We had one earlier that was actually pretty rough. Relative to... Oh, it is just a quick save. Okay. Um, yeah, I would say that the cloak would be way more time than is necessary for this. All right, let's turn off turn-based. So yeah, that's in real time as well. Which did end up taking more time actually than the turn-based, right? Because she got the shield off, she got a heal off, 4 different classes and all. Except this build is better. We don't have access, we don't have levels in a class that do literally nothing, right? But yeah, I think the one difference that I would, well, there's a couple, right? There's a couple that we've talked about, but I think the biggest one is dropping the level in Druid and getting a second level in Alchemist for the bite attack. Because that's going to be giving us a was it 1d6? Oh, it's 1d8 at it's 1d8 at normal size. You actually need Sage Sorcerer, could you be a Marshal instead? Like, you need to be fast and invisible and teleport, right? Yes. So we need to be a spellcaster. And spellcaster actually gives us more options against wider groups of enemies. So melee characters, unless you're going like full cleave build, it takes forever for melee characters to get through a large clump of enemies. Like the kobolds at the end of the fucking what's it called? The old sycamore, right? That fight would take forever with a non-cleaving melee character. Whereas it's a one shot with a spellcaster with chain lightning, right? Um what is happening? Oh hey, people are doing things. Um all the messages. Everything's happening. I don't know. So yeah, we need to be teleporting around. We need to be invisible in a lot of places. I mean, yesterday kind of showed how important it was for us to paladin monk build in this game that gets like 60 AC at super big saving throws. I don't doubt it. The problem with that is that we so defenses don't really matter that much in a speed run. We don't really care about defense that much. Um, all it is how much combat can you skip? And of the combat that you do have to do, how quickly can you end it? And what's the best way to do that? So boosting up your defenses and stuff like that is just not fast. It's just not fast. Um, like there's not going to be a better way to get through this game, a faster way to get through this game than to be a spellcaster. A martial character just can't compare. They just don't have the tools necessary. Um, so a mix, I do think that a mix like this is better than a full spellcaster. Because like this right here, this extra fast movement, this actually is going to help us quite a bit. It will add up over the sound for no damage run, not a speed run. Yeah, that's fair. Um, get Dimension Door as a key ability, but how early do they are naturally fast? They are naturally fast. This is true. And you can get them super fast, much faster. But you still need invisibility. Um, Also, we need pit spells to be able to skip through Vorticai's Tomb. We need to be able to, well, Bane we can get through a scroll. So as long as we have points in UMD, we can get that done. Oh, Oh yeah, no. Monks, when it comes to flat out movement speed, there you can't beat a monk. Um in fact, if you look at the oh god, what was it called? Inevitable Excess DLC speedrun. Inevitable Excess speedrun uh uses multiple points in monk, and it I think the movement speed for that character is like 120. It's crazy how fast that thing goes. Um it was actually a really fun run for a while. Um so yeah, like this right here, this movement speed boost is really helpful. But like if you do, like it's that whole too much of a good thing, right? Yes, movement speed is useful, but you also have to think about what you're sacrificing to get it. And we're not just getting movement speed from this guy. We're getting movement speed, we are getting attack, right? We're getting a damage through rage. Um we're actually one level in barbarian actually gets this build a lot. Whereas one level in monk, not really as much. Um, at least not as much in terms of offense. Um, yeah, I think the feral mutagen is probably the best thing. And what we could do is we could also shield martial proficiency plus damage plus move speed plus 1 BAB. So martial proficiency, we also get that through barbarian. Damage, I don't think that. So the damage that the monk brings is unarmed only, right? And we're not going to be putting enough levels in monk to make that extra damage worthwhile, especially when compared to the great axe, right? Vanquisher is just going to be more damage than 1 or 2 levels of monk. You'll get to level 6 spells at 16, but we don't get to level 7 spells, which means we don't get legendary proportions. Oh, you mean barbarian benefits? Okay, gotcha. Um, better at damage and still have access to all those spells you like. So the biggest spell I think offensively for us is legendary proportions. I think that's the biggest one, and losing out on that is actually huge. Um, gets us full BAB, whereas neither Magus nor Eldritch Rogue are full BAB. Gets us all the enhancement bonuses, which we don't get access. Like I was just talking about, we don't get access to all of those through the speed run. What are the options if you take extra barb instead of extra VV? Let's find out. Actually, that is not a bad idea. So if we take extra barb, so save skill points, so we don't have to worry about that. That's actually a level 6 alchemist spell, so VV. You also get, well, you can get a bite attack here. Attacks are considered primary. That doesn't matter. You can also take lethal stance. Bonus on attack rolls, -1 penalty to AC. So I would think that we would take the Animal Fury totem, or the Animal Fury rage power. So, okay, that's interesting then. Doesn't get chain lightning neither piss. Yeah, Animal Fury gives us bite, and Barbarian is full BAB, right? So Barbarian. Oh wait, no, because Alchemist would also give BAB at level 2, right? So we don't lose out on BAB. What is this? Uncanny dodge? That doesn't matter. Swift foot for even more movement. Is this okay? So here's the question: is swift foot only when they're raging, though? It is while raging. Okay. Oh yeah, this is a rage power. This is a rage power. Bard would be +1/+2. Alchemist is +0 plus. Wait. No. So we already have one level. Swiftfoot is passive. Okay, that's good to know. We already have one level in both of them. So we would be getting the +1 for Alchemist, or we would be getting the second +1 for Barbarian. So we're not talking about going from zero levels into 2 levels. We're talking about going from level 1 to level 2. So that +1 is all that matters, because you've already gotten the +0. And oh yeah. No, you're good. You're good. All of these things, all of these conversations, this is how we nail this stuff down. Because there's been plenty of times where I've been mistaken about something, or and y'all have fucking called me out on it. So yeah, it's all good. So yeah, I think Alchemist level 2 would still be the best, because yeah, Rage, we would have it for how long? What is it? Fucking goddamn it. Ah, 4+ con mod. So we would be 6+ our con mod. Also thought Swiftfoot worked outside of Rage. So Swiftfoot would work even if it works outside of Rage. It is another 10 feet. Ah, Jesus Christ. I need to change that alarm. It's currently on a randomized playlist of all the songs that I've ever liked on YouTube. And it terrifies me every fucking time because I never know what the song is going to be. I need to just set it to like a basic bitch alarm sound so it doesn't freak me out every single day. Yeah, I think this build would be better getting rid of the okay, so conclusion. Oh, is it enhancement? It is enhancement, so it doesn't stack with haste. Is this? Ah, this bonus stacks with any other bonuses. So the fast movement stacks. That's a good point though. Because I was like, maybe Swiftfoot. But yeah, now that you pointed that out, yeah. So, all right. Changes that I would make to this build. Get rid of stealthy. Potentially replace it with skill focus mobility. Get rid of skill focus stealth. Get rid of toughness. Improve critical down to where toughness is. Get cleave and improve cleave. Or cleaving finish, sorry. Cleave and cleaving finish for if we don't need skill focus mobility. If we do need skill focus mobility, that is a little bit more interesting. Because at that point, we only have 1 feat to play with. And what do we get for that feat? Toughness? No, get out of here. No. Toughness is not something that we use in a speed run. No, stop it. Okay, so what we'll do is we I want to do this. I have to do this fast because I have to walk into work. So we have to fucking move. We could get critical focus. We could get critical focus. Yeah, so I think if you don't if we can get rid of both of these, you get cleave and cleaving finish. If you get rid of one of these, you get critical focus instead, potentially. Improved cleave. You can't get improved cleave without getting cleave and cleaving finish, I don't think. Oh wait, can you get improved cleave without cleaving finish? I think you can actually. I think you just can't get improved cleaving finish without cleaving finish. I don't know. Yeah. We're going to have to table the rest of this discussion for next week, though. Oh, and sorry. I forgot to mention. Other change, get rid of the Druid Defender of the True World and put in an extra level in Vivisectionist and get the bite. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. But yeah, I gotta go because I gotta eat some breakfast. I gotta go get ready for work. Because I gotta walk in today. Next week, plans for next week. For those of you who are new here, I'm off tomorrow and it's Monday. Don't stream on those days. Next stream will be on Tuesday, where we will be back in our Pokemon Red solo runs, where I will be continuing the slog that is Abra. I think we might actually be able to finally beat Brock. It's been almost 6 hours in that freaking game. I think we might finally be able to beat Brock. And then we will be free. We will be free to go and actually continue through the game. Wednesday, we will be playing another Pokemon solo run with Paris. Off on Thursday, as always. Friday is entirely unfair speed run routing and strategy. That will be the next time that we get back to this, where we're talking about these builds, talking about the different aspects of the run and all that good stuff. That will be on Friday. And then next Saturday, we will start with the Varnholtzlot DLC auto build character. I'm actually really curious. That is one thing that I'm curious about those. If you remember, the Wrath DLC characters, their auto builds only went up to like level 12. So I'm curious if the Varnholtzlot characters are similar. I wonder if their auto builds just stop at like level 12. Back to playing Wrath for me? Well, thank you for hanging out, Penguin. I appreciate it. Also, by the way, anybody who's new in stream, if you want to toss me a subscription or a follow if you're on the Twitch side, feel free. I will not stop you. I would actually appreciate it quite a bit. I imagine that's the case. Yeah, I kind of figure. We are working currently on the YouTube side for a sub goal to get to 350, where once I am satisfied with the unfair speed run, not just the routing, but the actual run itself, landed like level 10, that would make sense. Alchemist Azada, hell yeah. That actually does sound pretty fun. I love Azada. It's like my favorite mythic outside of Legend. What was I saying? Oh yeah, we're going to be doing a Lantern King speedrun once I get to 350 subs, which I actually think is going to have even more of a difference required in the build and the route than going from story difficulty to unfair difficulty. But yeah, that's going to be it for me today, guys. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out and watching. I appreciate y'all as always. And as always, I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I hope you all have a good evening, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye!